You must be tired of coming across YouTube videos where YouTubers claim you can make thousands of dollars a month creating videos with artificial intelligence without showing your face. Easy, right? Now everything is automatic and it seems like everyone is jumping on the bandwagon to try out the trend of making YouTube channels where you can supposedly earn money very easily. But how many of these YouTubers actually show their own experience? How many of them actually try it? How many show data, the hours spent, the expenses they've had, and some of the problems along the way? How many? Don't worry, you're on the right channel. Here, we test things out and show you the reality, only real data. And that's what you're going to see in this video. Right now, I have 9 channels, 8 of them besides this main one, where I'm trying to do exactly what these YouTubers say, create content with artificial intelligence and monetize it. So if you want to see the reality, stay with me. Let's start by taking a look at my main channel, Tu Paraíso Online, where it all began almost 7 years ago. Right now, 13,694 subscribers. For someone who doesn't know me or is watching this video for the first time, honestly, it doesn't seem too bad, right? But let's take a look at the content. There are a ton of videos uploaded over 7 years. You can see in the thumbnails the improvements in recent months thanks to artificial intelligence. And if you looked at the videos from 4 years ago or more, you'd be amazed at the evolution. But the harsh reality is that the channel is completely stagnant. It's a very competitive niche, and unfortunately, there are a lot of scammers and clickbait thumbnails dominating it. You can see it in the views, barely surpassing 10 views per video. Beyond that, there's only a ray of sunshine amid the darkness in the latest videos. This one about Plinko and chicken growth, where I share my personal experience and what is basically saving my year, as you can see, keeps getting views constantly, although very slowly. Honestly, it's frustrating because I've made really high quality videos, sharing experiences in a storytelling style with great editing, practically like a movie, and yet they just die. Most of the views barely come from promoting the video in our Telegram community, and then hours and hours of effort end up being useless. We also tried to reach people with shorts, but it's the same story, stuck at 200 to 300 views, and YouTube just doesn't pick them up. Only one short from the same Chicken Road and Plinko video gets views because it seems to be well positioned in search. We've even tried doing live streams, but nothing, that doesn't really work either. Alright, if we look at the statistics, the last 28 days have been a complete disaster. Everything is practically 50% worse. In a month, I've earned a pittance, $23. I can't even afford dinner at a restaurant. But if we look at the period of a year, the collapse is confirmed. 78% fewer subscribers than the previous period, 50% less watch time, and I barely made $774 in a year of work, which is just pathetic. I'm not going to go into much more detail here, but this channel has taken a huge amount of effort from me, and right now, in terms of numbers, honestly, it's just not worth it for me at all. Okay, as a result of this, and after consulting with ChatGPT, I decided that this year I was going to try to focus this channel only on personal experiences of making money online or similar topics. So I should create 2 new channels where I would move the relevant content that could still be useful to these new channels. One would be Tips TPO, which is where I would talk only about sports betting and online casinos. And the other would be TPO Traders, which is more focused on trading, finance, and investments. So let's see what's happening with Tips TPO up to this point. In a month and a half, I barely have 21 subscribers. I honestly thought that the people who follow Tu Paraíso Online, mainly for betting reasons, would move to this channel immediately, but nothing could be further from the truth. Not even by announcing it on YouTube or notifying the community I have on Telegram have I managed to make any real impact. About 8 videos have been uploaded, old videos with updated thumbnails and information so they appear as new. YouTube can position them differently, but there's been no real success, barely surpassing 10 views. Only Streetly 22bet, which is a betting platform, seems to generate some traffic through search. Here we can see statistics. Not much to say, a disaster so far, so let's go see what has happened with the new channel, TPO Traders, to see if it works better. Well, 43 subscribers so far, double what Tips TPO has, but still garbage. Here I even created a new video, this bootcamp one, which also includes 3 new shorts. I'm trying to provide valuable free content to train traders. But it seems that it's not working either, barely surpassing 10 views again, another absolute disaster. There's not much to say about the statistics, but I'm not going to give up, friends, this must be the way. But everything related to your online paradise doesn't end here. At the end of 2025, I thought it would be a good idea to try dubbing the content into English. I'm doing the dubbing with the intention that it really seems like I'm the one speaking in English. And for that, I use and pay for the artificial intelligence platform Agent. It actually translates for me and perfectly adapts my mouth movements to what I'm saying. Here you can see an example that you can appreciate, which is really well done, and although it's not perfect, I'm sure many people will have doubts and will actually think it's me speaking. I'm trying to upload content every week, some shorts as well, but for now it's more of the same. Few views, around 50 per video, with some surpassing 100 like this Hugh Hodler video. I even thought that maybe the Plinko and Chicken Road video could bring me the same success as in your Spanish online country, but nothing at all. Statistics, not much to comment on. You can see here that in a month there was only 1 subscriber, and most of the subscribers come from my Telegram community. Niche help? Absolutely. AI has obviously hurt my website, that's a fact, but I have no doubt that you have to adapt or die. And seeing the number of platforms that offer realistic videos with artificial intelligence and the amount of YouTube videos promoting that you can make a fortune making AI videos without showing your face, I thought, let's give it a try. So here at Tu País Online, we're here to try things out and share the experience. So the first channel I opened, I called it Viral Craft. And since at the end of 2025, I had unlimited free access to Zora for a month, I thought I'd take advantage of it. And I started creating dozens of all kinds of videos, 8-second videos. The idea was to create a shorts channel where I could go viral and monetize quickly with ranking videos of all kinds, silly stuff, chaotic situations, animals, everything imagined and generated with AI. As of today, I have 76 subscribers, but it's the same story. The views are pathetic. For the last videos, I wanted to change up the script, and yes, I used videos of Cristiano and Messi, which are all over the internet and very trendy right now. I put my logo on them and tried my luck. Honestly, I am proud of it, but it was something I had to test out, explore options, see what really works. Unfortunately, I have to do it this way, but YouTube isn't stupid and generally doesn't recommend these videos. Although there is one video that made me think there was some hope in continuing with this topic. This one is performing decently, which is the Cristiano and Messi video in Korea. It's not that YouTube is recommending it, but it's ranking in search results. For some reason, people are searching for it. Honestly, the video is really funny. It's a controversial topic, creating fake content about real people, but I'm not going to get into that. So the video is honestly very original. At the beginning, you can see that the ranking videos I created with Sora often surpassed 500 views, but that's where they stayed. All right, as for the statistics, many subscribers are coming in because I pushed them from my Telegram community, and almost all the rest are coming from the Korea video. This is the summary I can share about this channel. So as of today, it seems very unlikely that this is going to work, but we'll see what happens in the future. By the way, I also have a TikTok channel where I upload the same content. And it's not working at all either. But anyway, today we're only going to talk about YouTube. We're moving on to another new channel, also assisted by AI, and which I'm not managing myself. I'm paying a freelancer from Pakistan to make the videos for me. The channel is called Mind Vault. Later, I actually realized that there are tons of channels with this name, just like with Viral Craft. And obviously the reason is that a lot of us follow ChatGPT's advice, and it seems that ChatGPT is recommending the same names to everyone who wants to create channels. Wait a minute, if there are hundreds of channels that have tried the same thing as me with the help of ChatGPT, wouldn't it be interesting to know how many of them have actually succeeded? This has made me really curious. I've counted a whopping 288 channels called Mind Vault, and I didn't even want to keep counting. I can't even imagine if I started counting the ones named ViralCraft too, and that's just these 288 alone. 10 of them have more than 1,000 subscribers. But let's take a quick look at those 10. This first one has 2,800 subscribers and earns between $77 and $232 a month, created in May 2025. This other one only makes $1 to $3 a month despite having almost 10,000 subscribers, also created in mid-2025. Its content is shorts about fighters, but I'm honestly surprised it earns so little considering it has shorts with over 10 million views. This Mind Vault from Montañitas has 41,000 subscribers and was also created in 2025. They promise 3 shorts a day and earn between $140 and $420 a month. This one is mainly focused on motivation. Let's move on to the big fish of the group. This one has 158,000 subscribers, and it earns a whopping $35,000 to $105,000 a month. Wow, this is the goal. The craziest part is that it hasn't even been open for a year. In fact, its content is very similar to my channel Mindvote Stories, although in this case without rankings. Another interesting thing I noticed is that it has changed its theme. Now it posts financial and political news, and it's not working for them. The subscribers aren't watching their videos. Their latest videos barely get 100 views. Maybe the channel was sold to someone else? I don't know. They also have shorts about rescue dogs that have over 40 million views. This channel does a bit of everything from what I can see. Well, here we have another one with 1,300 that doesn't earn anything or isn't monetized. Another one with 14,000 and no statistics. Another one with 2,300 and only 5 videos. Honestly, it seems to me that the subscribers are fake, judging by the number of views. Here's another one that's not monetized, with almost 3,000 subscribers. And this last one has 1,500 subscribers and 280 videos, but barely makes $1 or $2 a month. So out of 288, only one has really taken off. Anyway, the idea with this channel was to make 10-minute videos, also rankings, curiosities, and that's how I've used it consistently, also generated by the Avian platform. Honestly, it looks great, very natural. I'm sure many people won't even notice, and the channel is in English. At the moment, there are about 10 videos and only a couple have surpassed 10 views. I think the thumbnails are good and the topics are interesting, but for some reason, it just doesn't take off. If we look at the statistics for this video, it gets a few views little by little, but it doesn't rank well in searches, which I think is a tough thing with this topic. The reality is that there's only been one new subscriber in a month, and most of the ones we have were also brought in by my Telegram community, where I always encourage people to watch the videos or subscribe. As of today, honestly, it's hard to think that this channel is going to take off. Now let's move on to MindRank, another pretty similar channel which I'm also not running. It's run by Zania, a Cuban woman who does an excellent job, and in fact, I made a video with an interview with her and gave her the opportunity to run this channel. She really does an excellent job, but due to the country's limitations with electricity, she honestly can't create as much content as she would like. However, the quality and detail of the videos are extremely high. Everything is very well done. We can briefly see an example of her work here. The channel also covers top 10 rankings, but with a greater focus on history. And it uses a less realistic avatar, but personally, I really like it. And we also use English. So far, there have been 3 long videos since November. Maybe that's an issue. Not much is being published. YouTube still doesn't know about us or who to recommend us to. And honestly, the views are still quite low. For example, this one with 310. I think it was also boosted by my Telegram community, and then it just stalled. Most of the subscribers also come from my community. Unfortunately, that's the reality. The shorts are great. Not just quick and direct summaries, but also made with attention to detail to attract people to the channel and the main video. And even though the views aren't bad, in some cases they surpass 1,000, they're still very far from going viral. Channel statistics, not much to say apart from the 4 subscribers in the last month. So let's move on. We have 2 more to go. This one is called All Index. It was also started for me by the Pakistani guy, and it's still very new with only 2 videos in a month. I really need to step it up because at this pace, it's going to be tough. The idea is actually to create visual lists, starting with a well-done introduction to the topic and then showing the complete list, number by number. It's something that works really well for other channels, and I don't think it's that hard to do. So for now, we're failing here. Take a look at these channels doing this. Not much to comment on here. In 3 or 4 months, we'll see the results. Lastly, I also wanted to include the Chambos channel. Well, I'm working on a project for a tennis platform, and honestly, I hope to launch it in '97, and I wanted to start generating attention among tennis fans with some content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So I'm giving it a try. I'm uploading videos. Of course, as we can see here on YouTube, it's not working either, although on Instagram, some videos have gone viral, but that's another story. What I'm basically doing is uploading tennis shorts, some of them copied, others I take from my Instagram, where I also have someone creating content there for Chambos. It's true that I can't really draw many conclusions here either. Only this short about the 3 world karaoke stars is performing decently, and that's what's brought me some subscribers. The rest, well, nothing at all. Pay attention because here comes what you're interested in, the data. With the help of the James Park platform, we've created this Excel file with everything broken down into different tabs. This one here shows all the channels, the creation date, the active months, the total subscribers, the organic ones, the percentage of organic subscribers, the total number of videos, both shorts and long form, the video with the most views, whether it's a long or short video, and the type of content. Here you can clearly see what's happening in this experiment. Obviously, excluding this channel, which is the official one, the rest are far from being in an ideal situation. The total number of videos on 2Paradiso Online is overwhelming. 629 videos divided pretty evenly between shorts and long form. And for the rest of the channels, we still haven't reached 30 videos on any of them. I don't want to go on too long in this section. If we look at the earnings, there's not much to comment on since I only get paid from 2Paradiso Online $772 in the last year and $79 in the last 3 months. So my income has dropped a lot lately. And what about expenses? This is the key. This is where you'll understand how much you need to start trying to monetize YouTube channels. The expenses aren't small. Right now, I pay for 5 platforms. My monthly expenses come to $111, and annually that's $1,339. On top of that, I have to pay the people who help me with the videos. I pay the freelancer $25 per video. They've done 12 for me, so that's already $300 spent. Also, I forgot to mention here that our dear colleague Valentine also collaborates on the TPO videos with some long videos and uploading shorts. For that, I have to add a monthly expense of between $100 and $150. If I add about $150 extra per month, my annual expense comes to $3,439 a year. This currently translates into a disastrous annual ROI, of course, of 77%, and other data that are unnecessary to mention right now. Lastly, I think that not only expenses are important, but also the time invested, because this is something the YouTubers who sell you pipe dreams don't tell you. Everything seems rosy, but the amount of work and hours required is enormous. Here, I'll break it down for you. Obviously, it's impossible to know for sure in a virtual setting, but for example, this video took me nearly 30 hours to finish. It's hard to come up with numbers that can be properly evaluated because the shorts don't take me 30 hours each, but you need to get the general idea. And having AI help to make videos doesn't mean you just press a button and your video is ready for YouTube. There's a significant amount of preparation and editing work behind it. If you want, of course, to do a good job